Hey, yo, what's good with it, y'all? It's your boy, Mistah Wilson, and you are now tuned in to WilsonBlock100 Radio, where independent music lives. And we got the one and only Scribes One on the block with us today. What's good with it?
Yeah, what's up, y'all? It's Scribes, man. We're chilling right here.
Thank you, man. We honored to have you here for this exclusive interview with the Wilson Block. What's the latest and greatest?
Oh, shit, man. Just chilling, you know. Another day.
Another day at the office. You know what I'm saying? Real quick, man, for our audience listening, can you just give us a quick background on yourself?
My name's Scribes. I'm a rapper. I can sing a little bit too, you know. Out here in LA, but you know, I'm coming out of Seattle. You can check my most recent record, Seacal Drive, but you know, I'm working on new shit right now, so look out for that.
No doubt. So from Seattle, you know what I'm saying, you've been here and you've been out of North Hollywood?
Yeah, I stay up in North Hollywood right now.
No doubt. So, you know, we're glad that you came through to Dina, you know what I'm saying, for this exclusive. You know, real quick, before we get into it, you know what I mean, I want to bring up your boy, Mr. McStrange, you know what I'm saying, who bridged the connection between us. You know what I mean, how'd you meet him?
Man, randomly, my homegirl, well, up in Seattle, man, we have this establishment called Dick's, Dick's Burgers. It's kind of like the in and out of Seattle.
Okay.
And I was chilling with my homegirl. I think that maybe they were dating at the time or something, or they were just kicking it or whatever, but she introduced me to him outside of Dick's, and then randomly, like, I just see him. He came through my house a few times and shit, and then, you know, when I came down to LA, you know, he's one of the first people to hit me up and,
no doubt,
and show me love and take me around Pasadena and shit.
Right on.
Introduce me to you know? So
yeah, Mr. McStrange, he definitely got the plug on the LA scene, you know what I mean? And definitely, he was the one who introduced me to the whole Seattle thing, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's shout out to my boy, you know what I mean? So real quick, man, can you just, how was life growing up in Seattle for you?
Life was cool, you know? I mean, I feel like, you know, Seattle's a good place to grow up. Like,
it's beautiful. I hear it rains a lot.
Yeah, it's very beautiful, but yeah, it does. It's pretty gray. 8 months, 9 months out of the year.
Oh wow!
You know, but I mean, life was cool. I feel like I was always kind of you know, I struggled with childhood and my high school years, and you know, I felt better once I was out the house and when I was grown and shit. But you know, that's just a given. But Seattle itself was cool, you know. So
how did you? What brought you to LA?
I reached the point in Seattle where I kind of felt like, even though I was growing as an artist and establishing myself as an artist, I kind of just felt like I wasn't heading in the direction that I wanted to go. If I was just gonna keep it really real, you know, like I felt like even though I might have been getting bigger, I wasn't necessarily going where I wanted to go, and I felt like the end goal, or just where things were going to end up was not where I was looking. Right. And so I felt like I needed to make some kind of drastic change. Right. And you know, I felt like things weren't quite right in Seattle when I was there, but it was more like my first trip down to LA. It was kind of like nowhere I'd never been before. Yeah. You know, I don't know what it is, but I've been to a fair amount of places in my life, and I just felt like I'd never experienced nothing like LA, and so I was like, I never really done nothing like, you know, go out on a whim or fucking, you know, stepped outside my comfort zone like that. So I was like, you know, it might be time to do that. Right. How was the transition? Transition was rough. Can't even front. Yeah, I'm not even in front. Like, I remember in Shining Bright, you said, you know, I climbed beyond the walls of my city. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, you know, and so you did. You know, I did, and when I wrote that line, I was always thinking like I was gonna stay in Seattle and tour, you know what I mean, and be active in other places. Right. But I just felt like I wasn't getting that opportunity in Seattle, or even if it was gonna come to me, I was not gonna end up being the artist that I wanted to be. So I was like, I never thought that I was gonna actually move to a different city and relocate. Right. I never thought that was gonna happen, but I was just like, you know what, it might be that time to do that. No doubt. And it might mean humbling myself a lot, because like, when you talk about the transition, you really gonna have to put your ego aside and humble yourself a lot. It was a rough transition. Right. You know, I think that's good for, you know, other artists to hear and see, because,
you know, even for me, because, you know, when you stay in your zone, you know what I'm saying, forever, it becomes kind of stale. You know, like in my case, it's like people see me and they're like, "Bing, you should have been on." You know what I'm saying? What are you doing? You know what I mean? So, you know, I've kind of been feeling the need to venture out too. You know what I'm saying? And the best thing to do, man, I mean, yeah, it's rough, but, you know, it's a good way to find self. You know what I'm saying? When you go to an unknown place, unfamiliar, you know, and you got to kind of find your way.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, it's good for everybody. It'll give you perspective. I don't know where I'm going from here. You know, I won't front like I got it all figured out and shit. But I don't regret the transition or the move. You know,
no doubt, man. There's a bigger picture to it all, man. It's gonna come together. Trust me, I believe in you, man.
Oh, I appreciate it.
Real talk. So, what led you to become an artist, man?
I mean, it was kind of like inevitable. I think, like, I mean, really, like, I was telling someone the other day, like, yeah, I'm in love with rap. But it could be anything else, bro. You know what I mean? Rap is just a platform.
Very much so.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when I was a kid, I was always an athlete. And for me, I always want to be an athlete because I always seen it as like a platform to like do something more important, you know? Or to like try to make some kind of like impact on people in the world.
Right.
So before rap, like it was a number of things. Like I you know, wanted to be, you know, a point guard, or I wanted to be fucking a professional skateboarder at one point, and then really probably the biggest thing for me was boxing was the other thing, and so I fell in love with boxing as a kid, and I wanted to be like Muhammad Ali, you know.
Right. No doubt.
You know, I'd be a little bit smaller, but in different weight class, but but then I guess rap was just the thing that I kind of came across,
kind of gravitated to
and stuck for the longest, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, and I was already naturally good at it, so I was like, well, I'm here, and there's no reason for me to do nothing else, you know what I mean? So I'm in love with all those things, but it really is just about platforms, you know? And so like, far as the actual artistry, like why did I pick that as a platform? It's like my mom is an artist, you know?
Okay.
So,
like musician?
Nah, she's a photographer.
Oh, nice.
But so she would always have her artist friends around and stuff like that.
Kind of rubbed off?
Yeah, it definitely rubbed off, because my parents are kind of polar opposites. Like, my dad is like a business-minded person and real practical and always like, you know, works and everything like that. My mom though was a photographer. She like shot weddings to make money, and then would go on, like, save her money up to go on trips and travel and take photographs. And she'd have musicians in the house growing up, and like there'd be dancers and musicians come by through our house all the time. And I mean, like, I think that made it influence me a lot. But it wasn't like hip hop though, you know what I mean? Right. And then I went.
But in 07 is when you came with the debut album.
Yeah,
Sleepwalk.
07 when I dropped Sleepwalk. That was, actually it was 06, but really 07.
Well, 07 is when it made its debut.
Well, it officially released in 06, but it was like right on the cusp. It was like December, like end of December.
The 06-07 season.
Yeah, exactly. Precisely. So. Yeah.
No doubt, man. You know, when I listen to that album, man, I really get that West Coast underground feel. You know what I'm saying? Like in LA, man, when you hear, you know, a lot of the West Coast rappers, you know, a lot of it's just poppy. You know what I'm saying? It's not really, a lot of it's just gritty. It's not really soulful. You know what I'm saying? Not a lot of it. You know what I mean? And when I heard Sleepwalk, I mean, yo, I bought the album because I just wanted to support. I didn't know I was in for a treat. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And, you know, track for track, man, it was pretty solid. How did that project come together?
The Sleepwalk project? Sleepwalk I did when I was in high school. Okay. So I think I started...
My radio hoe. You know what I'm saying? That's just sick, dude.
I appreciate it. I mean, shit.
And, you know, not to cut you off, but everyone... that, like, when I play it around people, they fucking, they're like, who is that? That's the homie Scribes, you know what I mean? Yeah, like, you know, people feel it without even knowing who it is, you know what I'm saying?
That's what's up, man. Yeah, I mean, that shit I just started working at in high school. I had a number of tracks that I did throughout junior and senior year of high school. And then senior year, I've been doing free recording at my homie's place. And then his studio, like, for some reason I couldn't record there no more. And I was like, fuck, like I needed a spot to record. So I was like, all right, fuck it, I'm just gonna pay money to record. And that's the time I went to record with Macklemore. So
because he was on the album.
Because he was on the album. So I recorded the whole album in his house.
Oh wow!
But
shout out Macklemore.
Yeah, you know? Shout out Macklemore because he had the fucking the studio at his spot. So he engineered that album, and I finished it there.
So you guys were friends before he made it big.
Yeah, I had known him even before that studio shit because my stepmom was best friends with his uncle, the gay uncle that he wrote Same Love about. They're best friends.
Oh, okay.
So we had seen him. I had seen him at certain like family functions and stuff like growing up, but I didn't know him that well. And then I just needed a place to record, and so that was an opportunity that was kind of there. So I
no doubt
fuck with it.
Right on.
Yeah.
So he ain't pulling cats up or what, man? What's going on?
Honestly, I ain't spoke to him in a minute, bro.
Yeah, man. We should reach out. Like, nigga, we trying to go on tour. You know what I mean?
Shit. I mean, I ain't talked to him in a minute.
I know things might be a little complicated with the Ryan Lewis thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah. Me and Ryan's my homie too. But
okay.
I mean, because me and Ryan graduated the same year in high school and shit.
Same school?
Nah, I went to Nathan Hale and he went down the road, which is Roosevelt.
Okay.
But we were the same year and everything. But like, I mean, yeah, I ain't talked to him in a minute, and we're very different artists, you know what I'm saying, and just kind of went different directions and shit.
Right, no doubt.
That's really all I would say.
Yeah, but still, like, you know what I mean? Put your boy up on stage, man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, like, I'm saying that from a fan perspective. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would love to see that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, shit, I don't know what to say, bro.
Yeah, so if Macklemore, if you're hearing this, man, put your boy Scribes on, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, we do it for the Northwest. You know what I mean? We need that. We need that revival. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's what it is, though. So let's talk current and upcoming projects. You know what I mean? I know you had What Was Lost after Sleepwalk.
Yeah, What Was Lost.
And then the Sea Cow Drive.
Sea Cow Drive.
Tell us about it.
About which one? About
from the jump. Yeah, tell us What Was Lost, and because I know there's a story behind What Was Lost.
Oh yeah, What Was Lost came out following Sleepwalk, and it was kind of a long period before that one came out. I kind of like built my buzz up in Seattle between that time, and then I was working on a project, and the studio that I was recording that project at got broken into, and so they stole all the equipment out of it.
Wow. And all like the data.
Yeah.
Shit.
So when they took the equipment, they stole all of the hard drives, all the shit that the music was stored on. And
how did you handle
a learning
that,
experience because you need to learn to back shit up, man.
Right.
Really be back off-site backups.
Right. I back shit up in the cloud these days because you just never know.
I mean, I still keep a few hard drives off-site because
right.
But I mean, I lost hella money recording that shit, and then fucking it's like the song is still written, but I had to go back and fucking re-record all the shit, and financially, and it was just fucking thing I don't ever want to have to go through again. Right. It was like it pushed my album release back significantly, and I wrote new records on it or whatever. So yeah, basically that project came out though 2011, and Sleepwalk came out 2006.
Right. That was a nice little gap right there.
Yeah, but I mean, I got my buzz up. I was active in the city during that time, and then I released a little street EP called Summertime Sampler and shit at the time.
I remember that. I remember seeing that.
Yeah, that's what Roll My Way originally came out on. So I was hustling that shit on the street, just like selling it on the street. And then,
what made you put it on What Was Lost?
I mean, it seemed like a time period where like you drop a EP or give out content or something like that, and then I don't know, just kind of where music was at, you'd kind of recycle the shit a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I shot a video for it, and the video did really well. Like for whatever reason.
Yeah, Roll My Way, right?
For Roll My Way. For whatever reason, Roll My Way fucking just like I don't know, clicked, and people seem to fuck with it. So,
but you did Moving On, right? Yeah. With your boy,
with Ray,
What's his name?
Ray Dalton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I hear the dude on Thrift Shop, and I'm like, hold on.
Oh, Wands was the guy in Thrift Shop. Ray was on The Ceiling Can't Hold Us.
Right. Exactly. And I'm like, I know this guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I knew him from your album.
Yeah.
You know. So I mean, that's what I'm saying. Mac Mo need to stop playing because like this, like it's there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, it's complicated, bro.
Yeah, I feel it. Well, you know, it's gonna take an outsider to say it. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit. You know, Scribes is top 5 Seattle nigga right now. Period. You know what I mean? In my list because I'm a big fan of it. You know what I mean? But you know, that's cool. You know what I mean? Okay, so. SeaCal. You know, what was the inspiration behind SeaCal? I know it's like Seattle, California, Pacific Coast connection type of thing. You know,
that was like I don't know, that's kind of like my first year out in LA, or it was really like my first summer out in LA.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
And that shit was like my mind state just changed like drastically around 2013, or no, even earlier. What I'm talking about, like 2011. 2012 is when I started coming out to LA. My mind, the way I looked at shit just changed at that point. I feel like hip hop was like at a different place. Like people were really like positive at that point in time, and really like on a fucking like man, follow your dreams kind of state of mind. And I was definitely feeling that way too. So like SeaCal just came about like in my first I appreciate it, bro. I got bugs on my hat and shit. SeaCal came about in that first summer. I just basically stayed inside off my savings, you know, and fucking like just wrote the tracks, and yeah.
So who's producing most of your stuff?
It really depends. Like
it varies, right?
Yeah, it really varies. Like I don't have one set group of producers. Like I go through like waves where I work with a producer for a while, like fucking work with like originally I worked with this group called Sound Dialect. Like when I was like 16, we did everything together, and then I worked with Bean One for a while on a lot of shit. Worked with Captain Midnight, but I mean Teal, he's out here in LA now. He engineered a lot of my shit at a studio in Seattle called Undercast.
Oh, no doubt.
So he elevated a lot of my music. I felt like I worked with him on a lot of shit. And right now, actually, I've been working with my brother, my little brother. He's been getting his beat game up.
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah. So I've been kind of standing back to let him like
find his
own shit, develop his own shit. But at the same time, like he hit me up and said he wanted to work on some shit, and I was kind of like, if you feel like you're ready, then let's do it, because he got some fire ass beats. So,
do you feel any pressure for having to put out another project right now?
Yeah, I mean, right now I feel like I'm in a place where I could easily be forgotten by what I established in Seattle. You know what I mean? So I don't necessarily feel pressure at this moment, like to keep a buzz up or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? But I just feel like life pressure. You know what I'm saying? To get my life back, like to get it up, and like to get. That's even like family pressure too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If I'm gonna keep it really 100, like.
I mean, because you know, moms and pops expect you to be something,
to be somebody, especially because now, like, I'm not fucking 18 no more. You know what I mean? Like I struggled and I hustled hard when I was 18, and into my mid 20s. You know, but at the same time, that's dope. Like, I put the work in, but now it's like. There's only so much pressure at that point in time. Like right now, it's a more critical point in your life. You know, I'm past my mid 20s, and it's like I do feel family pressure, where it's like, you know, you see friends having children and establishing themselves, buying houses, and your family's kind of like, well, when are you going to contribute something to the family, or contribute something to this? Just
that pressure from having to get to the next level.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, and you feel that you're supposed to be. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
And that's strange for me to feel, because I put so much work in and established myself so young that that's one of the things when I say it was difficult transitioning to LA. It's one of the things where it's like you're starting over at an older age. It's like, man, I never even anticipated how challenging that was going to be.
Yeah. I remember I came to a realization. There was a day that I had, I think it was back in 2010. I think it was when I dropped my third mixtape, and I was like, okay, now I know what it feels like to be a real starving artist out here, you know, because as much work as I put in, nothing's happening, you know what I mean? But all you could do is just be consistent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And endurance. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's the thing. Consistency is important. And if I'm gonna keep it real, I'm just on pressure. I feel like I just put a lot of pressure on myself. Like I'm just like I feel like I'm way too talented to not, you know,
be that man.
To not be that dude and not take it to the next level because, like I'm capable of doing it.
Well, look, fuck that, dude. I'm gonna fucking help you build a buzz out here, man. Because I really feel deep down in my heart, bro, that nigga Scribes, Grinch, Mac, whoever, nigga, you need to be on that level or more. You know what I'm saying? And fuck that, bro. Like, I really feel that sincerely. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna do some things, and I'm gonna, you know, really put in some work, man. I'll put your fucking poster all over town out here. Like, real talk. Like, we'll talk about it. But in the meantime, man, we're gonna jump into this next track by your boy, Scribes. This is Backseat, New Ride off the Sea Cow Drive EP. You can go pick that up on iTunes, Amazon, right? All that good stuff.
Yeah, it's everything. Fucking Spotify, iTunes.
And it's on the Bandcamp?
I don't even think I got a Bandcamp, but it's on the fucking SoundCloud.
Okay.
Hello? Yeah, it's on everything, bro. Anywhere you want to look for it.
Right, YouTube. Backseat, New Ride, get a bar, son, and we'll be right back.
Alright, I'll be right down.
I hit the town with this chick down. Says she wants some good love. Got a whip, she wanna test drive. Hitting got the bass up hard. And I ain't looking for no good girl. I just wanna freak, that's all. Hear you trippin', say it ain't right. But I know you wanna get broke. She called and say she outside. Called and say what's up. Says she waiting downtown. Yeah, she's tryna fuck. Well, alright. Okay. I said she want me in a new ride. I roll the windows up. Yeah, shit is hot now. She can't get enough. Girl, I'll drive. Yeah. So you want some in the backseat of your new ride? Alright. Girl, you want some in the backseat of your new ride? Girl, get on it, go. I'll make your body vibe. Baby, let me drive. I'll make your body riding in the backseat. Tensions, I can feel them rush. Know she wanna hear riding the ride. The windows tinted black out front. So I touch down deep where she feel inside. Alright, cause I know she grown. Yeah, I touch down deep cause she wanna ride. So let me turn you on. Call her, say she outside. Call her, say what's up. Says she waiting downtown. Yeah, she's tryna fuck. Well, alright. Okay. I said she want me in a new ride. I roll the windows up. Yeah, shit is hot now. She can't get enough. Girl, I'll drive. Yeah. So you want some in the backseat of your new ride? Alright. Girl, you want some in the backseat of your new ride? Girl, get on it, go. I'll make your body vibe. Baby, let me drive. I'll make your body
Hey yo, what's good with it? Welcome back to WilsonBlock100 Radio. That was Backseat, new ride by your boy Scribes, and I'm your host, Mistah Wilson. Welcome back. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So let's talk about some showcases and performances. I remember seeing some videos of you back in the day. They might have been up in Seattle, but you performed in front of some pretty live crowds. Mm-hmm. I mean, talk to me a little bit about circuit.
I mean, I did a lot of performing there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I fucking have a lot of experience. I gained a lot of experience up there, bro. I performed everywhere. I went through a point where I remember when it kind of went to the next level where I was like, I performed a good amount, but then when I was like 22 or 21, mm-hmm. sometime around then, I was just like, I'm gonna start saying yes to everything. You know what I mean?
To every opportunity.
To every single show opportunity, unless it's something like that's gonna really hurt me or something. Right. I just started saying yes to everything, and that shit like kind of took me to another level. Mm. So yeah, I mean, fucking feel like I rocked pretty much everywhere you could up there. You know what I mean?
I remember back in 2012, man, you slid through the House of Blues when we was up there.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? That was real cool. You know what I'm saying?
That shit was cool. That's where you introduced me to Rick Ross up there, bro.
Yeah, that was Freeway Rick Ross on everything. He had his artists up there, Lil C or something like that.
Yeah, some chick.
Right. She was pretty dope, I think she's still doing it. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But what are some places you'd like to perform? Does Seattle even have a House of Blues up there?
No, it doesn't have that particular chain.
Oh, okay.
But it has
they have their own traditional venues and shit, right?
They got a lot of shit. Like, I mean, honestly, keep it real, like Seattle got a better live music scene than LA.
Right,
does.
that's what I'm talking about, man.
Like, LA has a lot of shit Seattle don't have.
Mm-hmm.
It don't got shit on Seattle's live music scene though, because Seattle's live music scene is just like, I don't know. Like once you get plugged in, obviously it's easier or whatever, and it's like anything. It's hard to get started, but once you get plugged in, bro, you can do so many shows up there, and fucking when you do shows, you can expect to get some kind of compensation. You know what I mean?
Right.
And at a minimum, to be fucking doing it for free. Out here, it's that bullshit where it's like, $100 to fucking
right, pre-sale and pay to play.
And
I mean, the competition out here is stiff.
Yeah.
I mean, what I'm saying?
So the thing is, though, it's not just competition. It's just the numbers. Numbers of people. Because a lot of times I'll get on a show and I'm like, dude, there's fucking 15 openers on this shit and 13 of the openers are trash. You know what I'm saying? And it's just that it's like there's so many people trying to perform. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, and some of the promoters that I met are scumbags, no doubt, like 100%. But at the same time, I understand though that they're also kind of like, I don't know if all the random ass people come through Hollywood. I really don't know if you're gonna fucking sell the tickets or bring anybody out to this show.
Right.
So I need to like protect my investment and have you, either pay to play or sell tickets or something.
Right.
But either way, it just makes it very challenging to do live performances. LA's not really a live show kind of town.
Right. You gotta kind of already be on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To get on that Jimmy Kimmel or, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, to be, you kind of gotta be at that fucking like selling out the main stage at House of Blues, even though rest in peace to the House of Blues.
Right.
The fucking,
well, Sunset anyway.
Yeah, selling out the main stage at somewhere on Sunset or fucking the Wiltern or some big venue,
Hollywood Bowl or Greek Amphitheater
or
some
that
shit.
Level, like fucking even Staples, that type of shit. Like, you got to be that kind of artist. Otherwise, it's just like you might get little 5-minute spots here and there that are cool or whatever. But like when you're in Seattle, you rock. You got to be able to like I'm doing like hour-long sets. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you. So what's up with Bumbershoot, man? You ain't fucked with Bumbershoot?
I ain't been in Bumbershoot since I performed there like.
You performed there before?
5 years ago.
What?
Yeah.
You couldn't get on the next year?
I don't. Shit. Honestly, I don't know. I feel like there's some rule says you can't perform back to back.
Oh, really?
But they be breaking that rule for the right people. Let's just keep it real.
Right.
But I mean, I'll keep it real with you. Like when I left Seattle to come out here, it offended a lot of people too. You know what I mean?
Really? Like some of your fans up there?
Well, it offended fans. I think also offended people in the fucking music scene. And I think that like some people it was like they took it personal and like had a problem with it, you know what I'm saying? And for other people it just means that they're not really checking for you anymore, because not even like they're mad at you, just that like
you're not doing that,
you're not on their radar, you know what I'm saying? So that's another thing when you transition. It's like if you're trying to fucking, like, that's why it's called Sea Cow Drive. It's kind of, I'm in both worlds. Is you're trying to like keep up, I don't know,
trying to maintain what you established up there while venturing out.
Yeah,
it's kind of hard to keep all of it.
At a certain point, you basically gotta say, you gotta pick one.
Right.
Like you still got one in your life, but for me at this point, I'm more focused on LA just because I'm here now. You know what I mean? That's why I came out here. So Seattle's still in me, but it's like I can't physically, the toll it takes on me physically and mentally is just too much to travel up there all the time, and then to try to fucking focus on the scene up there all the time and worry about how their business shit works when it's totally works different out here. You know what I'm saying? It just mentally just fucks with me, because then out here I come down here and the business not the same, and people are not the same, and what's hot is not the same, and all that. So just at a certain point you just gotta give that shit up.
Hey, I remember a couple years ago Seattle Weekly did a write-up on you. That was a great look. You know what I mean? Because I've been trying to get a coverage in the Pasadena Weekly for years. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you can give me 1 week out of 52.
Hey,
you know
they gave it to me. LA Weekly did a write-up on me too.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's fucking dope, dude. You know, but cool. Did they do it off the strength of the Seattle Weekly?
It might have been off that. It was more just off of like the writer's name Chaz Kangas, and I think it was more just off of what I had done. He's seen all the shit I had done and been up to, you know what I mean? Probably Seattle Weekly as well as a lot of other
so
shit.
He took it upon himself.
And so, I had reached out to him, just sent him my shit, and then he was like impressed by it. Fucking did an interview with me.
Oh, no doubt.
So that was cool. But the only thing is, when he did that interview, I was in LA. I didn't know where I was going as an artist or in life, you know what I mean? I was so confused because of the transition that it was kind of like, I don't want to say it was pointless, but it was just like, it was like a point where I don't think like I knew where I was going with my buzz in LA.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel it. So, I mean, it's all up from there. You know what I'm saying? You get, LA Weekly covering you. That's big. You know, I mean, because like you got, like in Pasadena, you got the Star News and then you got the Weekly. Star News is the daily paper. It's like the LA Times of the city, right? But even though it comes out every day, in my opinion, and I'm sure a lot of people will agree, the circulation isn't as great as
the Weekly.
Right. You know what I mean? So if you got LA Weekly, man, you got around. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that shit was cool, bro. I mean, I certainly didn't fucking...
Like, real talk, I took that article that Seattle Weekly wrote on you, and I sent it to Pasadena Weekly. I on everything I love, and I was just like, listen, you guys can learn a lot from Seattle. Like, and they responded like, oh, why don't you just suggest articles? And it's like, man, every time I do that, y'all don't never even... plug it, you know what I mean?
That's another thing about Seattle is you will have a chance to get in and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of local shit, like, like it's a trade-off, bro. Like I said, the live scene, fucking, I couldn't tell you how much better it is than the live scene out here. Like, as far as the newspapers go, as much as like it's a clique up there and people be fucking around and be bullshitting. Larry Mizell don't really, he always showing love, but like, as much as it bullshitting, writing, you could actually get up in the paper up there, and you know what I mean, and there's a scene out there that's gonna support arts and all that type of shit. It's not like out here, but at the same time though, it's a trade-off, bro. You gonna deal with other bullshit.
Right.
Everywhere you go is like that though. Grass always greener. It just depends on what you want. Right.
Exactly. No doubt, man. So let's talk about, some of the artists you worked with, some artists you like to work with. You know what I'm saying? We could start with some artists that you had on the albums.
So who I work with? Oh, man, I mean, I work with a lot of people. Shit. Fucking...
Go in the archives.
So you want to know who I worked with?
Yeah.
I mean, I worked with fucking Bean One, producer. Worked with fucking Lizzie Soprano, who's probably one of the most recent features I had. He's from Tacoma. Dope artist you should check out.
Yeah, I hear Tacoma's pretty dope.
Yeah, Tacoma's dope, bro. Honestly, sometimes Tacoma got more of a presence in LA than Seattle does. Low-key.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It doesn't shock me though. It makes sense when you think about it.
Is that like the urban part of Washington, or?
Yeah, it's south of Seattle, but
right.
it's definitely I feel like has a an energy that's more conducive to LA.
Right.
You know.
Is like Seattle to Tacoma is like from here to San Diego, or something like that, or like
from like here to Long Beach maybe.
Oh, okay, that's not bad at all. Yeah, that's right down the way.
Might be a little bit further, you know. San Diego's what, 2 hours?
About, yeah.
I think it's like an hour drive.
Good 200 miles away.
To Tacoma.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But like actual features on the album.
Yeah. All right. So Leezy, fucking Ray Dalton, Thig from The Physics, JFK from Grayskull, Macklemore, Saul.
Is Young Saul? Or just Saul?
Just Saul. Philharmonic, Camila. She go by Camila Recchio. Who else I'm forgetting, bro? I don't want to leave nobody out, but but yeah.
But who are some artists you'd like to work with?
Oh shit, man. Honestly, right now, I don't know specific names, but I want to get with fucking producers.
Right.
Like my goal right now is to be able to write some real like fire ass tracks and get them out there to some producers. You know what I'm saying? And maybe record more tracks, because I got my writing up so much more. I'm able to really like write a lot of tracks now. So I just fucking like I really want to collaborate with producers that want to make that next level kind of sound.
Right.
I'm not necessarily too fucking prejudiced about the name or who it is.
Right, no doubt.
But I don't know, like.
Well, look. Speaking of writing, you know, how do you manage to come up with? What's your inspiration? You know, how do you find new things to write about? You know, how do you find your subject matter?
I mean,
you know, what inspires you to come up with new content?
As of lately, it's all been just like real life shit.
Yeah.
It's all pretty real life inspired, more than it's ever been in my life. I don't ever feel like I lied in my lyrics, but I certainly fucking like embellished. You know what I mean?
You think some may have felt forced?
Sometimes, yeah. But that happens also because I used to write slower, so I'd fucking
want to get it done.
Well, I would write slower so that it would be perfect, and I'd edit it as I write it a lot of times. And I just I think my writing was good. It was always good back then, but it was just I think I felt like I maybe had to fit into a certain box as a rapper more, or felt like I had to be somebody that I'm not.
Right.
Because it's, you know how it is, there's pressures in hip hop to be a certain kind of way. Whereas right now, I mean, shit been kind of fucked up, if I'm gonna keep it like just very real with you, and to me it's almost like I don't really have the energy to lie about shit.
Right.
So I'm just kind of like fucking speaking very real, and then when I write, I don't really fucking take too much time right now to make sure it's perfect. Like I'll edit it down a little bit, but I just write my shit, and fucking it ends up being real honest and just about kind of like real life situations.
Right.
You know, so that's kind of where I'm drawing inspiration at this moment. You know.
Yeah.
But
so, who are some, you know, artists that you looked up to? You know what I'm saying? That, you know, influenced you to be the artist you are today?
Bro, I listen to so much shit.
Not even just hip hop.
No, I listen to everything, bro. I mean, I can't front like I listen to country, hella country or anything, you know. I heard some country shit recently though on a trip. Like I was fucking on a road trip with some friends, and I was like, damn, bro, some fire ass country. There's some shit. But bro, I'm influenced by everything, man. Like fucking, if we go back, like I feel like the foundation of my relationship with hip hop music is Tupac.
No doubt.
You know what I mean, if I'm just keeping it real. But
Thank you.
Fucking I'm influenced by a lot of 80s music right now. Like fucking I be listening to like a lot of soul and R&B music, like The Whispers and
that
Bobby
stuff it shows in your music, you know. Like when I hear your music, I don't hear a rapper.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like I hear like someone who's got a little jazz in him, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, I listen to a lot of R&B too, you know what I mean? So I'm influenced, like not 90s R&B. I did at one point, I grew up on 90s R&B,
right.
You know what I mean? So I'm not like I'm off that shit, but I'm just like,
right.
I heard it like all the time. So
right, you got a taste of it.
Yeah, like I listen to more like I listen to a lot of like 70s and 80s like soul, R&B, and then right now I always try to like keep an ear for what's current, always, just cause I like to challenge myself to see what new artists are doing and shit.
Right.
So it could be like on the way over I was listening to Bryson Tiller. I listen to that, Ty Dolla $ign, shit like that. But I mean, for like the whole spectrum, bro, I listen to like grew up listening to Bob Dylan, Marvin Gaye, Michael Jackson, Tupac, Johnny Cash, all of Motown artists, all 90s R&B, pretty much like all hip hop, you know what I'm saying? Like whoever, with Nas, Jay-Z, Dre, all that shit.
And did the West Coast rap, like when NWA came out with it and all of that, was it big up there in Seattle at the time?
Yeah, I realized I was too young for all that shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, me too. That's right.
So I really can't speak on it. Like,
right.
When I got into hip hop was like right after Tupac died. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because I was like when he died, I was in second.
That was kind of like that turning point. Like, whoa.
Yeah.
Right.
So for me, I was like, I don't know if maybe culturally I hadn't been exposed to it yet or what, but like I was pretty young. So when he died, I remember I was in the backseat of my friend's car, and his mom was explaining to me like the Biggie and Tupac beef and how they had gotten murdered and shit. And then she played me All Eyes on Me, and all I could remember was wonder why they call you bitch. Because I was just like, I don't understand, like I never heard music with so much cussing.
Right.
So I was kind of like, always just like,
because that definitely wasn't the reality up there.
No,
right?
I mean, it is for some people, you know what I mean? It certainly is for some people. It's just, but Seattle's very different than LA. Yeah. Very different. But yeah, so that shit, it was like, I was kind of fascinated, like why this, I don't know, not why does it exist, but like, damn, I never even heard nothing like this before.
Right.
Shit, you know? And so that's kind of started my love affair with hip hop. But I never thought I was gonna rap because I'm a white boy and shit. I was just like, whatever. And then some things changed by the time I was like in high school.
And see, you know, that's good because, well, first off, I know you're a true artist because when I asked you how you come up with new concepts, you give the right answer. And the right answer is you just got to live a little bit. You know what I mean? You got to step back. Even when they asked Nas that question, he had the same answer. You asked me the question, same answer. Yeah. Because, I mean, and that's how you deal with writer's block. Yeah. If you have writer's block, you got to back off. You know what I'm saying? You can't force it. And, you know, it's just those little things that define us, you know what I'm saying, as artists. Yeah. You know, I definitely see that in you. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Real quick, though, we're going to break into this next track, you know what I'm saying, A Little Lost, off the Sea Cow Drive by your boy Scribes One. And when we come back, we're going to talk about some challenges and rewards, you know what I'm saying, some positive, encouraging words for, you know, artists out there, so you don't want to miss it. Stay tuned. And this is A Little Lost. Holla back.
Many settle for a nothing life until they die. I'm living against this opposition, I survive. There's plenty driven, let that evil shit control their mind. A lot of minutes, yeah, I spent the wrong, still I try. And I still wanna make an effort. Think of giving up, like what's the sense of living desperate? But I remember every trial I'm being tested. There's solutions to the problem, every struggle has its message. Many years, many hours, many months, spit this life, write 1,000 stories, what I want. People talk, yeah, they sit and form opinions. Instead I chose to try, I ain't concerned with those who didn't. And so I'm spitting, I guess because I'm always driven. On the mission, I just focus on the road conditions. Always put the world I live into this rapping, cause death is not as far as you'd imagine. So she asked me why, oh this life, will it skip by me? I said that you'll get high, don't look back, just keep climbing. Till I know we don't know exactly where we are. Everyone has gotta get a little lost, 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 a little lost, 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 lost. always try and get it. I'm just out here trying to function. You make assumptions about my life and what it wasn't. Remember trying, feeling like I lived to die for nothing. Feel percussion, so I painted on the drum. Through the business, 24 years old, I say I'm stunned. Cause I was tripping, so convinced that I'd be done. I'm just pushing through the suicide, it's still in Scribes One. In Red My City, you know what it is. They live, yeah, we always on that supersonic shit. I do consider what I'm selling. They say that I ain't focused on these kids or what I tell them, but I still love them. Yo, I just sell a different dream. I guess that what I'm spitting is some shit you don't believe, but that's just me. Shit ain't good, I can't support it. Average is the destiny of those who settle for it. Many riff, gotta win, just go do what you were meant to do. Give them misery, they're only still alive to limit you. Don't listen, they say you'll never make it up. Don't wanna see you get it, cause they gave it up, so they make it tough.
So she asked me why, oh this life, let's get by me. I said that you'll get high, don't look back, just keep climbing. I know we don't know exactly where we are, but everyone has gotta get a little lost. A little lost.
I put my writtens down, each sensory, here forever, living through these lyrics like I'm infinite. And purchasing my merchandise is like a membership. Flow is so significant, no matter how you measure it. Devil out for deals, they often settle. Living just to be your fallen angel on his schedule. You're foolish, thinking you can sign your name in pencil. That crookedness you think will make you big, will leave you crippled. But I try and focus on myself, cause that's the principle. I learned to never judge these broken individuals. This common struggle turns so many people cynical. I love it, but your opinion ain't some shit I'm about to listen to. Try and give up bitterness for good things. With all these younger heads who still believe in big things. Just remember, keep your head up, stay alive, cause they win when your soul dies. So baby, please don't cry.
So she asked me why, oh this life, let's get by me. I said that you'll get high, don't look back, just keep climbing. I know we don't know exactly where we are, but everyone has gotta get a little lost.
Yes, sir. Welcome back to WilsonBlock100 Radio, son. I'm your host, Mistah Wilson. That was A Little Lost by your boy Scribes, and we are back. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all go cop that, man. It's that hot shit, you know what I mean? So, Scribes, man. Yeah. Let's talk, you know what I mean, about, you know, some challenges and rewards along the way. You know, one of the things I was going to ask you was, and I'm going to ask you this before we get into the challenges and rewards, is that, you know, earlier in the interview you mentioned that, you know, it shit's hard. You know what I mean? You're not even going to sugarcoat it. You know, how do you manage to stay positive, you know what I'm saying, through all of the trials and tribulations?
Fuck, I don't know, bro.
It's just like, hey, I'm not going to kill myself, so, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't want to be a negative person, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I know hella people who are hella bitter, you know what I'm saying? A lot of, like, hip-hop artists that are bitter and
right.
shit. Never wanted to be like that. And I also know, like, I don't know, maybe I've been through too much to, like, be, to have a negative attitude.
Right.
Because I remember a point when, like, yeah, I mean, I won't break down the whole fucking, like, all the struggles and shit like that, but I just think maybe I've been too much to really, like, fucking, to get negative, or just, I know that a lot of this shit's about staying positive.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So.
Yeah, you know, I had, you know, on my own little personal grind, you know, I took some things from Macklemore. I took things from artists that influenced me, like Nipsey Hussle. And the two things I took from these two people, right? Yeah. One thing I took from Macklemore was I looked up how he did it. Like, how the fuck he do it so big independently, right? And one thing that I learned was that, you know, he had got the local media behind him. Mm-hmm. And so that's what, you know, got me so community oriented as far as, you know, getting involved with the local outlets. And then Nipsey Hussle, one thing that he was doing that, Game recognized was that he was putting his posters up everywhere.
Yeah.
I added that to my repertoire, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And those things have gradually, you know what I'm saying, have helped me. Oh, but another thing that Nipsey Hussle said was that, nigga, he stayed positive.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? He said he lost everything. You know what I'm saying? And all he could do is stay positive, and sure enough, it happened for him. So that's why I know it's going to happen for you. I don't just think. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know, because it's just fucking destined, bro. Your music's too great. You got the perseverance. You know what I'm saying? All we got to do is strategize. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So what have been some of the real challenges? You know what I'm saying?
The whole thing? I mean, a lot of it is shit that I never really spoke on, you know what I mean? As of lately, for instance, it's just like, 24, I moved to LA. The first year, all of a sudden, it's like I have this whole thing I established back in Seattle. Now I'm in LA. It doesn't work like Seattle,
right?
And nobody give a fuck about me or know who I am. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I don't want to say my ego is big, but like, I'm definitely used to being treated a certain kind of way because I've been in Seattle.
Right.
And now all of a sudden it's like, well, you're not shit. You know what I'm saying?
Down here.
Yeah. Right. And it's like very confusing. So like, I'm in one place in Seattle where it's like, yo, if I'm gonna take an Instagram flick, it's gonna be a picture with fucking YG backstage or whoever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or opening up for so and so. Fucking. If I'm doing it in LA, it's like I'm not even gonna get close to being
right. It's a different crowd.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
It's
different rules,
and I'm not shit yet. You know what I mean? I'm not established, and so it's like, what, you fake stunt for like a year on Instagram. You know what I mean? And then after a while, you kind of realize, oh, it's just like too fucking. It's not worth it. It's fake, and it's just too challenging to even do so. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like yeah. And then,
just facing those harsh realities.
Yeah.
And
then financially, obviously, it's just like just fucking money issues. Like, it's so expensive to put out music, and it's cheaper now, like, because you can just like put more raw content online, and the shit can get views and all that type of stuff. It's a little different right now, but traditionally, at least from my experience, it's always so expensive to create music. It costs anywhere from $50 to whatever, $50 or more to record per hour at a recording session. You're gonna spend money on beats, which could be anywhere from $50 from the bottom barrel shit to $25 to a few thousand. You know what I'm saying? Then and if you really want to get, like, you may not be able to get all beats $1,000 each, but you might fucking want to get one or two important beats from a big name or somebody like that. Right. Like, if you were in Seattle, like a Jake One or whoever. So.
And those costs.
You're gonna pay for that. And then you want to get your music video done. Well, assume that you're gonna be paying anywhere from $500 to fucking thousands.
Right.
500 if you're lucky. You know what I mean?
And you know what? Also, if you're an independent artist. If you're a serious independent artist, you're gonna want that master. You know what I'm saying? The
master, that's gonna run you fucking. It depends on who you go to, but the master, if you drop an album, it's gonna run you anywhere from $5,000 to $1,000. You know what I'm saying? Right. So like the whole thing, this is just like one of many things. It just like all adds up. You know what I mean? And for somebody who probably has a minimum wage job, like, it's real challenging. And then on top of that, then you're supposed to, like, all this bullshit. Then you're supposed to go write the content. You know what I'm saying? And when you write the content, you want to be writing. You're an artist. That's the first priority. The end of the day, it's first priority is to be an artist. And what's your shit gonna sound like? Like, if I said, if you're gonna rap about real life and all your real life is fucking like independent struggle and hustle, like it can kind of box in your
it can hinder yourself.
And hinder your growth, the content, the actual like concepts that you're writing about. Do you know what I'm saying? You end up just writing about fucking money and gloom and shit like that. So there's any number of fucking struggles came out of that shit. Like, for instance, 25, I run out of money. I'm in LA, and I'm just like, yeah, this is gonna happen. I don't have no money, and I have all the pressure I just stated of trying to like keep my buzz up in Seattle, and then all that shit. And then it's like I go to fucking get a job, you know, working as a boxing trainer, which is what I used to do. So I was a boxing trainer. So I worked fucking as a trainer. That shit puts so much pressure on me in time. It's just like I'm becoming a trainer now. You know what I mean? Like there's so much pressure to fucking like whatever the next hottest exercise is, or whatever, to like always stay. It's like
stay on top of
stay
it.
on top of that. That it's like, well, am I a trainer now, or am I a fucking
a fighter?
A fighter or a rapper or what? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I don't have no time to write lyrics. So I respectfully just told him like, look, I just gotta back off a little bit. I need time to do music and get another job. So then I'm working another job, driving fucking 20 some miles every day to work that job. Shit take up all my time. Fucking slept in my car for 8 months, you know what I mean? Because I was too tired to drive home, and it was too hard on my car. It was too expensive. So I was just like working crazy hours, and I was trying to build a studio at my crib that whole time, you know? So like, fucking, yeah, the last year I've just been like grinding, fucking working stupid hours. And then building a studio at my spot.
Trying to keep it going.
Yeah, sleeping in my car and shit. So I mean,
so what have been some of the more rewarding things? You know, let's talk about the upside. You know what I mean?
I mean, the rewards just that like, there's nothing better than fucking than
making music. Like
there's nothing better than making that track that fucking. You know what I mean?
Fucking hits.
Yeah, that hits that you had in your mind, you imagined in your mind or some shit, and then fucking it actually comes out and this shit just sound amazing. There's nothing better than that. Nothing better than when you fucking do a performance for like a big audience of people and it's you fucking shut the shit down. You know what I mean? You fucking kill that shit. There's nothing better than that. There's like there's nothing better than like. I mean, it's victory in this game is sweet, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's just sweet, but just that
endurance process.
Yeah, to get there takes some time.
Yeah, you know, hey man, fire burns.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I know. Like I said, I tasted the ecstasy back home. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, fucking how sweet that shit is, but it's just that, you know, I didn't like where I was going. So out here, fucking. You know, I know that it's gonna be sweet and shit, but it's just that fucking.
Just gotta get there.
Yeah.
Nice. So, what do you plan on accomplishing through your music in the long term?
Like you mean on a higher level?
Yeah.
I mean, I just want to give something that's gonna affect people, and you know what I mean. Ultimately make things better, and just like improve the world in some way. You know. Not to sound corny or something.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, shit, like, it's all, like I said, it's just music, just a platform at the end of the day.
Right,
That's
no doubt.
Really it, you know?
Touch people, reach people, inspire, you know what I'm saying? No doubt. So, let's see, you know, how important is giving back to the community for you?
I mean,
you know, that can be different ways. It's not all financial. It's not all, you know what I mean?
Yeah. You mean even
just the idea of giving back. You know,
I mean, I think it's important. I don't give back enough. I kind of had a realization yesterday. I was like watching some shit. Even when I was watching Birth of a Nation the other day. And I was like, man, I was thinking about it. I was like, man, I know I'm supposed to do more than what I've been doing. I was like not just on like, yeah, I'm supposed to be rich and famous. All that type of shit.
Right. But you have a bigger purpose, right? It's purpose, and listen, that's that inner calling. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I know you're real, dude. Because I have that. Like, hold on, man. I'm not supposed to just be here. You know, like I'm not one of those guys that just wake up and fucking spend my day and then go to sleep. Like, no, I'm meant to do something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So there's that burning desire that we have. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I've been feeling that especially lately. You know, just like fucking I'm talking about I'm supposed to be more up as an artist, but I mean just like I was meant to contribute something deeper than that. You know what I mean?
Right. Right, the music was just a platform.
Yeah,
right.
Not just about the talking about the Instagram likes and the fucking hoes on Instagram and fucking popping bottles and all that type of shit.
Right.
That might be a part of the lifestyle, but it's just like, man, I was thinking about it the other day, I was like, man, I know I was supposed to do something much more significant.
Yeah. But you know what? The thing that gives you, from my perspective, the thing that gives you hope, right? And I can't speak on what gives you hope, right? But from my perspective, is that you know that, you know, you're supposed to, like, listen, you know, to be a rapper, you don't have to be the stereotypical rapper. You know what I'm saying? You got rappers out there like Macklemore. That fool's not fucking pulling up in the hood and fucking with a fucking lowrider and fucking bottles of Henny and you know what I mean, just that stereotypical lifestyle of a rapper. Like, no, like, we fucking going fishing. Like, what are you talking about? You know what I mean? Like, from my point of view, and I think that's why I admire Seattle so much, is because to me it's all about the music. You know what I'm saying? And they make fucking music. You know what I mean? As opposed to down here, it's trap. You know what I'm saying? It's straight fucking that hardcore fuck you shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you know what? I still see hope in me that, you know, I can be a rapper and not have to do that. You know what I mean? And so I say that to say that there's hope for you because you got to do something that ain't been done. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you don't have to be fucking, you know, Lil Wayne or fucking, you know, any of these guys that, you know, do what they do. You can fucking do this shit by being the fucking jazzy rapper. You know what I mean? Or being the fucking soulful swanger. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I think. That's the light that I see in you, is that, you know, you're gonna bring something else to the game. You know what I mean?
I appreciate it. I mean, I don't know, like fucking. I came to LA because they had more,
that thing going on,
more of that shit going on.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? Because it's, if I'm gonna keep it really real, some of it's a race thing. You know what I mean? And I feel like Seattle has the luxury sometimes to not have to worry about those, rap about those things. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, though, within that, you gotta be yourself, though.
Right,
you know
absolutely.
Within that, like, you gotta fucking.
Right, you can't go wrong.
Do something different.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you, like, listen, bro, it's only a matter of time for you, dude. Like, you know, because that's what I'm saying. When you said earlier, like, I don't think that I've, like, lied in my raps or, you know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, the people are going to respect the fact that you didn't, you know, promote who you're not, or, you know what I mean, you didn't compromise who you were. You know what I'm saying? Just to, you know, make it happen. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that people like me and real niggas and real people in the world appreciate. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, that's what it is, man. So let's talk about, you know, so you got any positive, encouraging words for artists that may be listening to this?
Positive, encouraging words. I mean, I just say, man, you just stick with it, bro, and be yourself. You know what I mean? Do you, and fucking stay true to yourself. You know, at the end of the day, man, you really stay true to yourself. Like, it doesn't mean that you're not gonna have to walk through circles where you're gonna feel uncomfortable or be around people that's just really not you. What they're doing is not you. Sometimes you have to be around those kind of people, but at the end of the day, like, staying true to yourself, bro. Is what it's about. That's how I tell them.
That's what it is, man. Well, hey, Scribes, bro, I admire you, dog. You know what I'm saying, for multiple reasons. I think that, you know, you know, from my perspective, I don't know you on a super personal level. We like, you know, like we see each other every day type thing. But, you know, from where I'm standing, man, you've been true to self. You know what I'm saying? And it reflects in the music. You know what I'm saying? And that's the Scribes that I know. You know what I mean? And so that's what it is, man. It's to be honest, man, and I'm gonna say this before you blow. You know what I'm saying? It's a privilege to know you. I'm real glad to know you. And when I hit you up on the gram the other day and you responded, I'm just like, you know, it just gave me hope. You know what I'm saying? That I'm somebody. That somebody is recognizing me. You know what I mean? To do this. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's you know, sometimes we just gotta have people in our corner that give us that reaffirmation. You know what I mean? That like, yo, dude, like, you're on the way. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know this shit's like turbulent, you know, but fucking this shit ain't for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's, you know, I look back on my grind, I'm like, nigga, 50 magazines and 10 mixtapes. I'm like, this shit can't be for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Even if I don't blow, something has to happen. You know, so, you know, we just gotta believe. You know what I'm saying? We got to stay positive and just believe that it's going to happen. Like, yo, I wake up homeless, dude. You couldn't tell me that I'm not the man. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't tell me that, you know, I don't have another shot, you know, another opportunity, you know what I'm saying, to do it. You know what I mean? And that's what it is, man. So before we cut out, man, can you tell folks where to find you at?
Shit, bro. Find me on Instagram, probably the best. Scribes, Scribes on Instagram. But my music's really everywhere. Like, you want to listen to my projects, get up on Spotify, CCal Drive, most recent, or I'm on SoundCloud too, YouTube, all that shit. But hit me up on Instagram or something like that.
For sure, no doubt, man. Scribes, man, it's been awesome. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for coming through for this exclusive interview with the Wilson Block. You got any shout-outs you want to drop?
Oh, shit, man.
I know you're going to miss everybody.
Yeah, too many people right now, bro. Man, shit. Shout out to my mom. Shout out to fucking my brother Jack. Shout out to my homie Abdul. Shout out to fucking shit, bro. I don't know, bro. I'm too solo right now. Shit, man. Everybody.
Shout out to Nathan Hale High School. I ain't never been up there, but you know, shout out to y'all. You know what I mean? Make sure y'all graduate. You know what I'm saying? And then shout out to the whole Seattle music scene, man. You know, keep making that quality music. You know what I'm saying? And you know, that's what it is, man.
Yes,
so yeah, man, we about to cut out, and we about to, you know, leave y'all with this dope ass track by your boy, Roll My Way, off the What Was Lost LP. You know what I'm saying? Get that up on all the sites, the major mainstream sites, and we out. Until next time.
I want to dedicate this song to the old school. I miss a lot of them jams. Nobody want to make them anymore. So let me come on. Some old school new shit. But women exposed, yo, my dick is like the weapon I chose. They mean to disrespect them, but I'm selective with hoes. Epiphanies cross the mental through the winter I write. With the wife shit, I'll never live a limited life. Now it's sunny summertime and the women with backs got me reading stats, simple like nutritional facts. But yo, my dick is so clean, acts of women that I do please. You boil it up with lima beans, broccoli, and blue cheese. I know you love it, if you're fed it, don't be heated. Devin said it, fully read it, can't forget it, I'll repeat it. Shit, ha ha ha, yeah, we love these hoes. Fake from the fucking bottom to the top of your clothes. Whether October, August, December, July, give me your center for survival and I'll enter inside. Letting go of all hate now, cool out the rhymes, heat recline in the summertime. Said I wanna see you roll my way, so we could get drunk and smoke weed all day. It don't matter if you're lonely, baby, you need a man in your life. You're strong enough to stand through the fight. Said I wanna see you roll my way, so we could get drunk and smoke weed all day. It don't matter if you're lonely, baby, you need a man in your life. You're strong enough to stand through the fight. Hey yo, it's written like the sunlight, life that I assemble. Said it's one time for sunshine rhymes and instrumentals. Scribes, Picassos, speak like frost, I got those. A life less traveled, I chose past the crossroads. But now my fans say, Scribes, get the hell out. A song for a girl, fuck a bitch, you're a sellout. Yo, but lyrically I rise, true life live, I do right. Wise as I recite my sonatas in the moonlight. My light low, a lyric spin me like right round. Flying saucers, a soul spin across Chi-Town. While the flock women fly, rocking boyfriends like bike locks. Night watch guys, I focus eyes like a cyclops. So creeps be gone, I got my girl by my side. I slap you, fuck, I'm trying to get inside. Because I got love for mine, ain't no reason to play. Behold my stilo, my people will say. Said I wanna see you roll my way, so we could get drunk and smoke weed all day. It don't matter if you're lonely, baby, you need a man in your life. You're strong enough to stand through the fight. Said I wanna see you roll my way, so we could get drunk and smoke weed all day. It don't matter if you're lonely, baby, you need a man in your life. You're strong enough to stand through the fight. So I'm singing like you know your loving don't stop. I can feel it when you get high all night long. Now come and take my bedroom, honey. What I got's worth more than money all night long. Said I wanna see you roll. Don't matter if you're lonely, baby. stand through the fight. Said I wanna see you roll my way, roll my way. You need a man in your life. Said I wanna see you roll my way, so we could get drunk and smoke weed all day. It don't matter if you're lonely, baby. You need a man in your life. You're strong enough to stand through the fight. Said I wanna see you roll my way, so we could get drunk and smoke weed all day. It don't matter if you're lonely, baby. You need a man in your life. You're strong enough to stand through the fight. Man, it all goes straight to my lover lady, my lady girl. Damn it all, don't stop cause you a fun lady. Oh, you're right. Man, it all goes straight to my lover lady, my lady girl. Damn it all, don't stop cause you a fun lady. Oh, you're right. Downtown, baby girl, I'll take you there. Oh, I right round any day, I take you away. Oh, I stay a while. Downtown, baby girl, I take you there. Oh, I right round any day, I take you away. Oh, I